Little Albert and the Lion by Stanley Holloway. There's a famous seaside place that's called Blackpool, that's noted for fresh air and fun, and Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little chap was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. They didn't think much of the ocean. The waves, they was fiddling and small. There was no wrecks and nobody drowning. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where there's lions and tigers and camuels, and old ale and sandwiches too. There was a big old lion there named Wallace. His nose was all covered with scars, and he lay in a somnolent posture with the side of his face on the bars. Now, Albert had heard about lions, about how they was ferocious and wild, and to see Wallace lying so peaceful, why, it didn't seem right to the child. So straightway the brave little fella, without showing a morsel of fear, takes his stick with the horse's head handle and shoves it in Wallace's ear. Now you could see that the lion didn't like it. By giving a kind of a roll, he pulls Albert right inside the cage with him and swallows the little lad whole. Then Pa, who had seen the occurrence and didn't know what to do next, turns round and said, "Hey, young lion ate Albert." And Mother says, "You're in bit." Then Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly when all said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it. He said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure that it's your boy he's eaten?" Pa says, "Am I sure? There's his cap." The manager had to be called for. He came and he said, "What's to do?" Pa says, "Your lion has eaten our Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too." Ma says, "Right's right, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for your lion to go and eat Albert, and after we paid to come in." The manager wanted no trouble. He took out his purse right away, saying, "How much to settle the matter?" Pa says, "What do you usually pay?" But Mother had grown a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone, so she said, "No, someone's got to be summoned." So that was decided upon. So off they went down to the police station, across from the magistrate's shop. They told him what happened to Albert, and he proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he said that he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At this, Mother got proper blazing. "And thank you so kindly," says she. "What, waste on me life raising children to feed bloody lions? Not me!"